What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Showtime is the Blazer King with King's Critiques, and we're here for the summer. Hikaru died. An episode or two behind on this, so this seemed like a good thing to record at least one of today, especially coming off from the tail end of another not as good supernatural horror kind of vibe, but still, that at least ended off justifying itself, and this has been pretty good through and through. And hey, at least took hold of another thing we've been wanting. Like, it's crazy how this anime season has taken hold of two things I haven't seen a lot of, if at all. One being a Yuri harem anime, thank you Watanare, and another being a half decent yaoi vibe anime. And this definitely has that to it. Because, you don't see any of the, two girls they've actually, hung out with, quote unquote, taking interest in either of the main characters, so I'm just pointing out the obvious, especially with, the vibes that have been going on between Hikaru and Yoshiki. Come on, come on. But I'm not going to stick too much on that one. I'd rather pay more attention to, tomorrow's sake for Yuri Monday if I'm going to pay too much attention to that kind of thing. But that's how I'm going to get on with the usual caveats, so I don't, linger on, To which number one being be the usual, if you're enjoying this show or just curious about my opinions on things, don't forget to stick around, check it out, have conversations in the comment section, whether it be with me or other people, because that's, always appreciated, good for the algorithm, as well as is letting the video roam through, hitting the like button, subscribing, all of that stuff. And now all of that out of the way and said, let's get into the episode, shall we? Alright, the catch-up from what I remember, though. The catch-up from what I remember last time is they were at the, town festival and whatever, and that dude who looks like the love child between Gojo and Nanami, was going after something he felt wrong with a barrier he created, and then he discovered, oh no, this barrier's no good anymore. This is not good for the level of shit we're facing. And that level of shit, I'm still questioning, is it actually Hikaru? Or is it something else that Hikaru was supposed to be protecting the town from? Now, let's move on. Oh no, but. Okay, so this is probably not a good sign. Considering, one, that's Yoshiki's sister, I'm pretty sure, so I guess she's in the next line of dangerous territory. So is she gonna scream out and Yoshiki's gonna discover some shit going on? Is she gonna scream out and both of them might discover something and there's gonna be some kind of supernatural demon fight? Or no, from the moment that hair receded back inside of that, you get dressed, you go get somebody, preferably an exorcist, and then you tell them about what just happened. Yeah, Kaoru, who just got the piss scared out of her. Oh, and now it's moving around on its own. Editing me, sorry. Yeah, no, see, at that point, you tell your mother, you tell your brother, and you all leave the house, and then promptly burn it down. Okay, an intro. The intro's really cool, though. The song's pretty good. Reminds us that we have an amazing company providing us this show. But, you know the drill. I do love the way they animate just the, random backdrops as kind of still images still in the scene for our viewing pleasure. That's an amusing bit. A prayer for the food? Who the fuck do you think I am? Christian? You know about ghosts, don't you? Yeah, no, there's a certain okay point of burning chicken when it's like that, but, yeah, that is someone not paying attention to how long it's frying. Want it? Hey, yo, are you thinking romantically about the chicken because it felt like the inside of the demon, goddammit, Hikaru? Because one, gross. Two, weird. Yeah, no, that is exactly what he's thinking of, which again, kinda gross and weird, but hey, whatever your fetish is. The awkward, out of context question. Yeah, well, instead of playing soccer, he decided he'd rather go to get touched by his not boyfriend. I mean, what? I mean, actually, technically, since, his whole looks like something else, is it technically still gay? The answer to that is probably, but it's like paranormal gay. Whoa. Okay. I've heard of the concept of some orgasms making you see stars, but that's ridiculous. Yeah, like pulling out is probably your best option. Usually is, but like that was intense. I mean, to be fair, why wouldn't it? Like usually touching the inside of somebody when it's like consensual tends to feel good. That's a very awkward statement, all things considering, because like it's I can't even say it's not sexual, but like it's not traditionally sexual. Oh, the vibe is very weird to like actually consider because like is it sexual for whatever demonic being he is, or is it just like something that he wants it to feel like that for Yoshiki? I'm over analyzing this way too much, but like the demonic biology is like crazy to me. And like bless this Hikaru's gay little heart, I honestly still am vouching that he's more of a protective spirit than that thing the old lady was bitching about before she got killed. Like, I think what actually killed her was that spirit, but I do not think whatever's inside of Hikaru is that. Does that make sense? I'm kind of having that vibe. Like, I really do feel like he's more like a guardian spirit than anything. Maybe a bit of an evil vibe to him, but kind of like the evil vibe that's willing to get reined in from the right sources, i.e., Yoshiki, I guess. And that's why the Wig Ghost attacked your sister. Yeah, no, Karu has a reason to be scared of that bath. Like, there's typical reasons to like have worries about bathing, and then there's legitimate reasons like that. See, you don't need a proper blade to cut spirits. Wow, skilled at video games and other games, really smart, but also hardcore emo. Well, shit, I did make the C word reference in the other show, but I'm kidding here. I like the characters in this show, unlike the other one. 90% of the characters in Takapika have dropped for all I care, but I like the characters in this show. They're actually, like, decent people for the most part. So basically, you're lame and had one of your friends get you something from the crane machine so you can give it to another girl. That won't backfire. No, listen, I understand. Like, a sentient wig can be pretty murderous. Like, I've never seen that horror movie Hulu produced about that exact topic, but that's just because it seemed like, well, it might be a decent premise. The movie as a whole seemed like it might just be, like, mid. But I know they did make at least one horror movie based off from that topic, so, like, obviously, it's a thing that people know can happen. I've seen skits in other TV shows where wigs either possess people or can literally just, like, leap up in the air and hit people. That second one was for more comedic purposes, but, like, I guess technically so was the first one, but at least that was meant to be kind of scary. Okay, honestly, I think the top half of the... Wait, no, it's not top half of my... Bust. That's what it's called. It's called a bust. I think the thing that the wig is on is creepier than the actual wig. I'm gonna eat it. Okay, but like... Well, in theory, that's a really weird thought process to like have your own personal like demonic guardian. It's also kind of cool because like that means unless you do something to fuck with it, it's not gonna fuck with you. So until you decide whether or not you're okay with it taking over your best friend's body completely, you can at least make good with this exchange. I mean, sure, every once in a while you might have to do some very weird things to, please it, but it's really no different than an actual relationship sometimes, is it? Meanwhile, like 2 hours later, his mother and or sister are looking in the bathroom like, they've been there for 2 hours. What are they doing there? Like, I know they're very close friends, but like, are they that close? And the answer to that is also yes, but not what they're doing. Oh, and now you have been drugged down under. Oh, you are joining the fight unwillingly. That is a completely different plane of existence. Okay, anybody want to field what that is? Like, those look like piles of intestines. That is what it looks like to me. It could be something a lot grosser. It could be something more rational. You know, actually, I think it's supposed to, like, represent the uncooked chicken he was fucking around with earlier. That still does not betray my point that it looks gross, though. Okay, what's with the flashback of them being kids, though? Like, was this a way for the demonic Hikaru to knock into his brain and get him away from those intestine towers? Okay, that just makes it look like he's trying to drown Hikaru, which is insane. Number two, I'm going to cover a real quick base of... Listen, I'm still not okay with, like, involving the death of an animal for plot, but hey, listen, if it was an already injured, like, bird or something... Unfortunately, these things do happen. Animals get injured, and they can't be taken care of by the humans that try. Sucks, but at least it wasn't intentional. It was just sheer childhood stupidity. Now, granted, most of the time if you find an animal that's injured, you should probably just, like, I don't know, bring it to an animal hospital of that. Town like that should probably have something similar. Yeah, it looks like he's actually been possessed by that ghost, which probably isn't a good thing. Well, Hikaru went into attack mode. He just shot it out from the back of his head. Damn, that's a pretty clean mark, too. Is it over? Because it seems to have crawled away. Yeah, no, it's hanging over there like the chick from The Grudge. And he notices. And I call that foreshadowing. Because that's probably how that's going to happen eventually, is him being the one to take out whatever is inside Hikaru. However, is it going to be because of him? Or is it going to be because of maybe like an equal power demonic thing possessing him, and they gotta take each other out? Which, honestly, would kind of make for the ultimate gay finale of this show if that's what happens. It's too hillbilly. Kinda. Just ignoring the question about the bandages and all that. You know, just like, what's for dinner? Smile. To be fair, that thing did try to attack Hikaru. She just, like, got the fuck out before it tried. I wish my legs ached from growing pains. I have no hope of growing, though. I'm an old man, older than dirt. My legs still ache every other morning, though. I go stretch when I wake up, and then my leg goes very fucked up. Nah, he knows what he's doing. Probably. Well, that blood-covered bell's gonna awaken something. I mean, yes, but also maybe not. You know, I like how they give credit to who does the subtitle work, though. Because not many shows do that. Not many, websites do that. And I feel like more places should. Because, like, when you actually give good, reliable subtitles, give a little bit of credit to the work. Because, listen, there's a lot of times on official streaming platforms where the subtitles are just, like, dropping the ball. Like, there's been plenty of times I've seen stuff on Crunchyroll or High Dive where they're just dropping the ball for no reason. It's very frustrating, really. But that's just a side thought. Let's get back to the main thoughts about the show so I can do the wrap-up bit of... First off, it is impressive how whatever Hikaru is can just, like, jump into action and usually be pretty good about, saving his best friend and anyone around him and all that. But, again, you gotta bring to mind a couple of thoughts. Because, like... Is he actually this Nanuki thing? Is he something that's been holding that down all these years, and now that he's, like, released to the public, it's, like, rupturing and ready to come out as well? One of those evil spirits protecting, or defending against evil spirits kind of bits. Because he's assuredly not a fully evil spirit. He looks like he wants to be normal. A normal being kind of like a vague thing to say, I guess, because on the one end, he does look like he just wants to be a person for the Shaggy Yoshiki. And, like, it's not like it's irrelevant to be leaning towards another direction when you're, a demonic spirit of some kind, is it? I mean, I've seen lots of anime and stuff where the demonic spirits are relatively leaning in the same direction as they are. I mean, shit, Seven Mortal Sins kind of proves that in of itself. Just saying. Am I referencing a ecchi 18 plus Yuri-ish show in this case? Yes, I am. But it still holds my point. Kinda, sorta. Honestly, we need more shows like that for real. With the censorship garbage, hopefully, they can keep being made. But I still think that Asia is not going to deal with the bullshit. They're going to look at all this and be like, this is ours. And then after that happens, everything might crumble and maybe we'll go back to normal, I hope. But again, not going to stick on that too long. I'm going to assume that this was a 12 episode minimum thing, so we'll probably get some more action-packed stuff happening within the next 6-7 episodes. So I'm here for that. But this is the only one I'm actually recording today. I'll finish binge watching it later. You can let me know your thoughts as far as the supernatural, the horror-esque, the gay-esque, all that stuff in the comment section, because I always encourage, conversations between myself, other people, and all that down there, because good for the algorithm. It brings me joy to see people discussing anime so passionately, whether it be about the anime itself or about my opinions towards the anime. To which, I'll say again, I was not expecting this to go the direction it did go in. Kind of maybe similar to The Detective Is Already Dead. More of that sci-fi mystery vibe. I was not expecting this from the beginning, but I'm glad I'm here for it now. Honestly. Yeah, let me know your thoughts on all of that, as well as, of course, about any other shows, movies, etc. I should check out this season, next season, or in general. Because there's still at least 2 shows I want to check out a little bit of that are ongoing currently. But I'm also still backed up on a lot of stuff. So, fingers crossed I'll get to do that before the season ends at least. But, yeah. Hit the like button, subscribe to the gaming channel in the description, ring both bells like Facebook, follow Twitter, and Blue Sky, keep updated with things. TikTok, Patreon, get the full and visual and audio stuff I upload over here eventually, because, if I don't get consistent people on Patreon, Patreon's like, you can't upload other than every 3 months, and then we'll clear your shit. It's like, fuck it. Sorry, I'm getting on just a momentary irritated thing of, Patreon has been up not too much behind YouTube, so you'd think they'd understand the whole, video storage thing, right? You'd think they'd understand that by now. But whoever runs Patreon is just a fucking numbskull, I guess. Anyway, back to the point of follow Purple Prime 4 free. Helps out immensely for the temporary, this for the long term. You know how it does and goes. I'll do stuff on the green platform eventually. I really should, maybe sometime later this week I'll get on there just to start my Code Lyoko rewatch, just because that's getting a continuation, and whether it be official, or just similarly official, I'm here for it, man. Because I gotta catch up to that, and then when it continues, if I have the ability to, I'm watching it here. Channel playlist here, let it run through, have conversations with stuff within, whatever, you know how it goes. Check out the video where YouTube recommends to you here, or the bigger version if you're watching the smaller version to see what you missed. Until next time, been the Blazer King with King's Critiques out. Talk time for now. Peace.